Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. I have a informational video on a piece of clothing that I want to share with you. So this is the Tru Spec Winter Combat Shirt. And of course the lighting does not want to cooperate with me. But it says Tru Spec. So it's a Tru Spec winter combat shirt, and it's similar in concept to their regular combat shirt, the summer, I guess, edition of it. So the sleeves are of normal uniform outer shell type of material, and then the inner garment piece is a softer, more breathable type of fabric, so that you can use this in conjunction with an outer vest, or a tactical vest if you want to call it, an outer uniform vest, a ballistic vest, whatever. Some type of armor. It could either be soft armor or even hard armor, so you could wear plate carrier over this. But anyway, the main concept is the not inner, but the middle material around your torso is more of a, I guess, breathable type of material, so that you're not sweating as so much with the armor on. And then the sleeves would be the normal uniform style, like BDU kind of material on the sleeves themselves, and then also up on the collar area or the shoulder area, and then the collar. So a normal combat shirt is a very thin material in the middle, so it's really meant to be worn during the warmer parts of the year. It is a synthetic, moisture wicking kind of material. It's very thin, very breathable, so that you can wear armor and not sweat your balls off. Well, wintertime, that material is way too thin. Way too thin. You get pretty damn cold if you were to wear a normal combat shirt. And so for me, the shirts that I wear normally in the summer under my carrier are of a moisture wicking kind of material. I'll wear more of a sports performance type of polo under the vest that doesn't get too hot for me. I've also, from Tru Spec, got one of their t-shirts to wear under the vest for the summer, and it works pretty good. But winter time, I don't have the greatest option, and I would wear a BDU top under it, and I would still, in some cases, kind of get some of the same excessive sweating in the chest area when wearing like a normal BDU top and then having the armor over on top of it. It works. There's not a whole lot of excessive sweating, but it works. Well, since I'm also not a big fan of long sleeve kind of stuff, the BDU tops that I got are short sleeve, and so what I've been doing for the last few winters is basically wearing a light coat with the uniform, and it's a 511. I want to say it's the responder jacket that has the little pull-out tabs on the chest and the back for having identification on it. I've done a video on it before, and I wear that over top, and then I'll have it zipped up part way. That way the body camera can rest right above the zipper and still be able to capture stuff. Well, that works, except for when I'm outside for an extended period of time and it's super cold outside, and I'll want to zip my coat all the way back up, and then of course that covers the body camera, and then it becomes a headache. So what I did for this winter, ended up doing a lot of stuff outside, and it's gotten pretty cold on a few nights here, and I was wearing a black long sleeve top that had a high collar on it, similar to this, and it was a sports kind of shirt, and I think it came from Reebok, but it had a subdued Reebok logo on the back that ends up being covered by the vest anyway, so I didn't really care. And I was using that, and it was a good, it was a decent medium. So what I would do is I would wear that, and then under that I would layer up. I'd have the silky, and then the insulating layer on top of that, and that would do okay. That would be all right. But then there's a couple nights it got really, really cold, and it just wasn't performing the greatest I wanted, and I would have to wear more insulating layers. Well, I thought there's got to be some type of product out there, clothing-wise, that's kind of like the combat shirt, but is more for winter. So I did a search, and lo and behold, what do you know? I find the combat winter shirt from Tru Spec. So I go to their website, and they're all pretty much sold out. The only damn sizes they have are like large, and I'm not a large guy. So I get on Amazon, I look around, same thing. I think they had like multicam and XL for the most part, and I finally found a 2X black. And I thought, cool. And it was the only damn 2X black left in stock. So I went ahead and snatched it up, even though it had a pretty damn high price tag. It was like $90 something. And I was like, holy shit, that's a lot of money for an upper garment. But I got it. And I'd have to say it's a pretty good, well spent for this shirt. So the sleeves, like I said, they are of normal uniform style material on the outside, but also on the inside, you have this kind of insulating layer right here. So that keeps the arms pretty warm. Now with the middle section, it is a fleece type of material, but this material is still breathable, and if you can see the squares, the patterns there, the square. So if you look, well, you're not going to be able to see it. Let me grab a light real quick. So the material, like I said, if you look at the corners here, you'll see the squares, and at the corners of the squares is, I guess, I don't know if you call them gaps, but it's not completely solid, I guess you could say. So I'll take my cell phone with the light on there, and I'll stick it in through the sleeve to kind of, so you can kind of see a little bit of light shining through. All right. Now you go to this material, and you can see what I mean by it's the fleece material, and it provides warmth, but the squares are the thickest points, and then around them is a little bit more looser. So there's a lot more breathability on the middle part of the vest, and then when you go to the uniform side, it's a little bit less light, but it's still somewhat breathable. So when it comes to wearing the shirt, what I found myself doing was I would wear the silkies underneath it, the moisture wicking stuff. On some nights I would wear just that plus this top, and it was fine. It was perfectly great. And then there were some nights I'd wear the silky moisture wicking material top plus an insulating layer top on top of that, and then put this on, and it was perfectly fine. I still had great breathability. I wasn't overheating, and this was still able to keep me warm. The material itself, so you can probably see it better down here. When I got this shirt, obviously it was not like this, and so this is where the vest covers the shirt, and it's causing the material to pick. I don't know what you would call this, but you can see the little fuzzy starting to form. So obviously when I first got it, it wasn't like that. It was more like smooth, like this, which this goes under. This tucks into my pants, so obviously this is going to be less worn. So you can just see where the vest covers and rubs on it and chafes it, I guess you could say, it's caused that material to sort of fuzzy up, which is not a problem because the vest covers it and you never see it. But that is one thing that I've noticed that the vest has done to it. The sleeves themselves, they've got on the left arm, you got the pin pockets right here. It actually has an opening here on the elbow to put an elbow pad. I don't have one. It has these arm pockets on here with the Velcro on the outside, and then it has the little Velcro tab right there if you want to put infrared tabs on there. The arm pockets, I could deal without the arm pockets. Like, I think if they offered this shirt without the arm pockets, I would 100% be all over it and buy multiple more sets for winter time. I'm not the biggest fan of these pockets. Honestly, I think they look kind of goofy, but they're not overly bad, I guess you could say. I end up putting my wallet in there, and it is a better place to put my wallet versus trying to put it in my back pocket and try to access it with the duty belt on, and then like you're fighting for it, you can't really get it in a seated position in the car because everything's in the way. And then the front pocket, still same problem. So it's actually a lot more convenient to put the wallet up here. It's very easily accessible, but again, I'm just not a big fan of the look of the sleeve pockets with the big Velcro on the side. I would actually, on top of saying that if they offered this without the pockets, if they offered these without the Velcro on the pockets, I think that would even be better too. I'm just not a big fan of the sleeve pockets with all the Velcro on it. It's just, I don't know. Like, I first thought they was okay, but I don't know. I've kind of changed my mood, changed my tone, I guess. I'm not the biggest fan of them anymore. The sleeves around the wrists, you can cinch them down, make them a little tighter so they don't ride up and down on you. And of course, the zipper will zip all the way up, and then you have the collar around the neck, which is an important piece for me because I've noticed with my outer carrier, the vest will, around in here, will hit my neck and it'll catch a hair, it'll catch a neck hair, and it'll pluck it, and it fucking hurts like hell. It's super annoying. And so this high collar on here protects the neck from the outer vest from catching a hair and plucking on it. So I like the high collar on it. It's very comfortable. Whenever I put it on, I'll zip it all the way up. That way when I put the vest on, the vest isn't grabbing the extra material and then hiding it up under the vest, and I got to reach in there and pull it out and redo it and everything. So I'll put the shirt on, zip it all the way up, I'll throw the vest on, and then once I get the vest situated, I'll actually pull the zipper down a little bit and take some of the tension, so to speak, off around the throat. But this is a really good option, I think, for winter wear when it comes to uniformed work and using an outer vest. Of course, if I didn't wear an outer vest, I would not get this. I wouldn't see the point in it. It just looks kind of goofy without a vest on. As far as sizing goes, so the only size they had was a 2X. I'm more of a 3X kind of guy. You know, I'm almost 6'8". So yeah, I'm a 3X dude, and they're 2X because it is a stretchier material. Yes, the 2X fits. However, I would prefer a 3X because it would just have a little bit of a looser, more comfortable feel to it, I guess you could say. The 2X certainly works. I just prefer more comfortable fitting clothing. I'm not saying that the 2X is uncomfortable or anything, because like I said, it is a stretchy material, but as a 2X, it's very form fitting, and I just feel like the 3X would be more comfortable for me. Just creature comfort kind of thing, but the 2X works just fine because it is a stretchy material and it's not binding in any way. I don't feel like I'm being constricted and can't breathe or anything when I wear this. It's just that I would just prefer 3X. But the 2X works just fine as a 3X kind of guy. As far as colors go, of course they have black. I want to say they have navy. They got, I think they call it Ranger green, and then they have multicam. If I remember correctly, when I was looking, they seem to have more of the multicam version available. The black was just pretty much sold out on all sizes. I think maybe I saw some larges, maybe some smalls, but that was about it. I think they had more sizes in multicam than they did, or more options in multicam for sizes than they did anything. But even then, I don't even think I remember seeing a 3X version in multicam. I think they were all larges and smalls, larges, and X larges, I think was what the bulk of them were. But yeah, I just wanted to share this. I think this is, like I said, a good option for winter wear. If you have something else that you have found that you like to use for winter wear when using in conjunction with an outer vest, I would really like to hear from you, because winter is, obviously a lot different than summer. You gotta, it's a balance in layering, and it really depends on what the temperature is outside and what the wind is going to be like. Because if you put on too many layers and it's a little bit warmer than what you're going to be anticipating, then you're getting uncomfortable a lot, and it just makes for a crappy shift. Now, obviously, the plus side to it is you can, when you have time, take a layer off, but that's still somewhat of a hassle to have to take all the uniform stuff off, take a layer off, and then put this back on. Which I guess in a way, when you think about it, it's better than summertime, because here in Kentucky, in the middle of summer, the hottest it gets, like you don't really have many options to get any cooler. Like, I mean, your next level of delayering is getting naked, and you can't walk around naked with a vest and a gun belt on, because then that's just going to be bad news. But yeah, if you have something that you have found that works uniform wise, with an outer vest, and not having to keep a traditional Class B uniform look or anything like that, I'd like to really hear what you got to say. Even if you do have the more traditional Class B, Class A uniform look, of course your only options at that point are what you do with a layering system under that. I still like to hear from you in those regards, because other people would probably find that informational helpful. If you like what you hear and see, go ahead and give me a like and a share. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more videos. Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense, thank you for watching.